Return statements. When you write a function, such as this one, is positive, when the function often computes a value, as is positive does, and it needs to give that value back to the caller. And that's what a return statement is for. Inside your function, when you get to a return statement, you provide an expression which gets evaluated, and the resulting value is returned back to the caller. So when we say is positive of 5, this is a function call. X will be set equal to 5. Here we'll test if 5 is greater than 0. It is, so this evaluates to true, and this function returns true. The calling function, right here, it's replaced essentially by the resulting value that's returned. So this says print true, which will print true. In a similar way, we see -5 returns false, and 0 is not positive, so false. True, false, and false. Return statements actually end the function immediately, as this example will demonstrate for us. So if I have a function body, and here I'll print hello, which of course runs when we call it with x equals 5, it'll print hello. It returns, well, is 5 greater than 0? It is, so it returns true, because that's true. And then this line never gets executed, because when you hit a return statement in a function, that's it. That particular call to that function is over. You can call the function again, but that call is over. So this line of code will in fact never be executed. That's actually called dead code when that's the case. In general, you should not have dead code. It's benign, but it's still a bad idea. This is a contrived example. There are times when, in fact, you might use multiple different return statements in the same function. And you need to know that when you hit a return statement, your function returns immediately. Here we can see the code running, by the way, and see how it did print out hello, but it did not print out goodbye. If you don't have a return statement at all, Python adds one for you. And here we see an example where this function, we probably meant to say return x plus 42, but we left off return, so we just say x plus 42. So what happens? Well, when we run it, we see we print none. The reason is if we meant to do this, and of course, had we done that, we'd get 47, but we didn't do this. No return statement. If you don't have a return statement, Python gladly adds that line at the end of your function for you. Return none. And none is a special value. It's not an integer, it's not a string, it's not a Boolean. It means really there is no value here. It's not what we meant. So if you need to remember to include a return statement. Here's another example where we set a result, but we forget to return the result. So it's the same effect. This function returns none. We meant to return this result, and now when we run, we get the desired result from this function. Just remember to include a return statement. Remember return statements end the function immediately.